Ich dachte mal, ich bin ein bisschen ruhiger, weil die Musik echt irgendwie berauschend ist. Hübsch. Gut, dann ab zur Professorin.
Find the signal?
Yes, I don't think it's quite the same thing we had, the last time. Still, we're definitely picking it up.
Are we getting the complete signal now?
I'm afraid not. Take a look at it yourself. I'm printing out a hard copy now. I'd like to ask you a question or two before that, though. If you don't mind.
Oh, mach mal. Ja, mach mal.
What's on your mind, Doctor?
Most people would find these events extremely disturbing, provided that they survive these creatures, that is. You seem to be quite adept at dealing with the situation. Why is that?
Yes, I was involved in... It's a complex story. I was in this small town, and a horrible thing from another dimension kidnapped my wife and manipulated me into writing this horror story that came true. I learned to fight it with light, and I managed to contain it and free my wife. But I was trapped in its world.
Are you serious?
Absolutely. So, I'm used to reality working in strange or even impossible ways. And I've fought these things, not exactly like this, but close enough for a good while now. Of course, I have certain advantages.
Mhm. Und das erzählst du einfach so, ohne irgendwie zu denken, dass man dich in eine Klapsmühle stecken könnte. Naja, gut, wir sind in einer fiktiven Welt, also egal, was man erzählt, es kann nicht wirklich viel passieren. Ja, Doktor, sonst noch was?
Was there anything else?
What did you mean when you said you have advantages?
At the risk of sounding like a lunatic, reality is much more fluid than people think. It can be influenced.
I didn't take you for a mystic.
I'm not. I'm a writer. And under certain conditions, I can, for lack of a better word, rewrite reality. Change things.
That's absurd.
But it works.
Assuming I believe this, why don't you simply, I don't know, write yourself some superpowers?
It's not quite that simple. You need to follow certain laws of drama, I suppose. You need to think about consistency and symbolism. Often what you write isn't anywhere near as important as what you imply. There are things out there that will take advantage of your mistakes.
You really believe in this?
Das wäre auch meine erste Frage, was ich sagen würde. Schauen Sie mich nicht so an. Ja, schauen Sie weg. Oder schauen Sie mich doch anders an. Ich schaue dich auch anders an. Jo, Entschuldigung, ich habe gerade mich in Ihre Beine versehen.
Don't look at me like that. You've experienced some of this yourself.
I will gladly admit that something exceedingly strange is going on. But this idea that you're somehow altering reality with your writing is ridiculous. You're essentially saying you're controlling my actions. Leaving aside the rational arguments against this, what gives you the right?
Well, it's more like having a destiny. A path you're on. You're not aware of it, but there it is. If somebody changes it, what difference does it make? It's what every writer does. If you write something that affects one of the characters, they don't really know about that.
I'm not a character. Are you saying that it's all right to take advantage of someone if they aren't aware of it?
Look, all I meant was that if you're genuinely making all your own decisions, and those decisions lead to whatever destiny you have, what practical difference does it make?
I suppose that depends on whether our destinies are determined by things like physics and probabilities, or natural reality, which is presumably neutral and impartial, or by some kind of an intelligence. If it's the latter, that intelligence makes choices based on some criteria. If we suffer as a result of those choices, there's a moral and ethical element involved, regardless of whether we're aware of its manipulations. Wouldn't you agree?
You're taking this very well. I thought you'd be hangry.
I suppose I would be if I thought you could actually do this.
Mann, bei diesem Gespräch habe ich mir gedacht, wäre es nicht cool, wenn man Schriftsteller wäre, in diesem Fall bei Penthouse oder Hustler oder Playboy. Okay, lesen wir erstmal hier wieder mal.
Another printout.
Ja.
Another signal fragment. The message is still not complete, but it's another piece of the weapon he has built against his adversary. Mere words on a piece of paper, but in the right hands, they will hold back the darkness. The last time the man came to the drive-in, It did not end well. He hopes to avoid that fate this time. He hopes that what he has brought with him to this place is enough.
Was habe ich denn mitgebracht? Ich habe keine Ahnung. Eine neue Manuskriptseite. Ach, Moment mal. Die Manuskript... Da ist was.
Ugh. Serena's probably out of her mind again. But I'm gonna need that key so I can get the power back on.
Warte mal. Okay, hat nicht mehr wirklich viel zu sagen. Also, stimmt, beim letzten Mal haben wir ja hier das Manuskript lesen müssen, um zu wissen, was als nächstes passiert. Und vielleicht ist es ja jetzt der Vollständiger. Fragen über Fragen. Erstmal hier ein Manuskript befragen. Die Gefahren der Schöpfung.
To change the world, you must craft a blueprint for the new reality. Any work of art will do, as long as it's a genuine act of creation. That's what the energies of the dark place respond to. The results may be subtle and perplexing, or far-ranging and momentous. My area of expertise, the written word, gives much more precise results than music or interpretive dance would, for instance. But words can be extremely dangerous. What you define may become reality, but so can that which you imply, even if you don't realize you're doing so.
Ich frage mich nur die ganze Zeit, warum jetzt so die Frames in den Keller gehen nach einer Manuskriptseite.
You again?
I'm really just here to get the keys so I can get the power back on.
Do you want to hold me down? It's okay. I know you like that.
Yeah, I'll just grab the keys.
I could be like your wife. Little wifey. Waiting at home for hubby. Or you could be the mailman. Or the neighbor.
I'm already married to someone who isn't crazy, thanks. I'm just gonna go and get the power back on.
Aww.
Look, I may or may not be back. I have the access code to the booth already, so once the power is on...
You should totally come see me. We could have fun. You know.
We'll see how it goes.
Sie sollten sich besser setzen. Und zwar auf mich. Nee.
You should sit down or something. Try to stay calm.
I don't want to be calm. I want to be nasty. I want to be nasty with you.
Yeah, okay.
You could do anything you want. You can use my...
Let's not even go there. I was hoping that you'd remember more, but I guess that was too much to ask.
Ich habe gerade einen ganz bösen Grinsen im Gesicht. Ich weiß, ihr seht es nicht, aber ich hätte gern jetzt gewusst, was sie redet. Ach. Unanständiger Rico. So, also, was haben wir hier? Ein Radio wieder.
I was about to do the weather, but I see we have a caller. Hey, you're on the air with Eddie. What's up?
Hey, Eddie, it's Ricky. You talked about fate before. You think about that a lot?
Not a lot, to be honest, but I take it you do.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Any conclusions you'd care to share, Ricky?
Well, we've got free will, right? That's in the Bible and everything.
Yeah, right, sure.
So free will, right? Am I right? I mean, if we can do what we want, how can there be fate? I mean, you don't know what's going to happen next, so there's no fate. There's just people doing stuff.
Well, I don't know, Ricky. I don't suppose you have considered the possibility that we're all here in the service of a greater purpose, incomprehensible to us,
And that what we take to be freedom is nothing more than the move of a pawn on some cosmic chessboard, limited in scope, subject to the whims of unseen players,
existing only for their entertainment.
or perhaps we're just a twisted
Reflection
of actual events that can happen
elsewhere.
Could it be that such is life in Night
Springs.
Dude, what?
Food for thought, Ricky. Food for thought.
Ja, also verstehe ich das richtig? Das, was wir hier machen, irgendwo anders in einer anderen Realität. Licht kann ja nicht einschalten, weil kein Strom da ist. Dass das irgendwo anders passiert?
Are you getting it yet, genius?
Uncool. Erstmal hier Batterie nachladen. Und dann fliegst du mal eine Runde. So. Dann hier mal einen Checkpoint einholen. Strom wieder einschalten, ist mir klar. So, müssen wir da nach hinten? Müssen wir da hoch? Gibt es hier irgendwo wieder was? Ich habe ein Déjà-vu. Aber so wie ich gerade an der Minimap sehe, sehe ich dort Manuskript. War ja doch nicht umsonst, dass wir hierher gegangen sind. Gleichgewicht.
I have changed. I know who I am now. I know that I can write my own fate. Bright Falls taught me that. I know that indulging my weaknesses, giving in to fear and complacency will only drag me down. The Dark Place taught me that. I'm no Zen master. I've not attained enlightenment. But I have learned to let go of the things that I don't need. I know that without that balance within, I become my own worst enemy. Now I strive for equilibrium, and with that, I'm strong enough to get where I want.
Ach ja, der Zen-Meister. Kennt ihr das noch? Wie hat denn das... Was liegt denn... Oh. Pumpkin gegen... Nee. Nicht böse sein, Leute. Aber... Eine Armbrust gegen eine Pumpkin? Das ist irgendwie... meiner Meinung nach wirklich kein recht guter Tausch. Auch wenn ich gern mal mit der Armbrust schießen möchte, aber wer weiß, wann ich wieder eine Pumpkin bekomme. Das ist uncool. Aber ich glaube einfach nicht, dass die Armbrust wirklich besser ist als... Was? Wie? Was soll denn der Mist? Leute! Habt ihr einen Knall? Da! Gebt mal Ruhe. Aber hier eine abgesägte Schrotflinte. Klingt interessant. Statt der Nagelpistole. Hey, cool. Jetzt haben wir also eine Pumpkin und eine abgesägte Schrotflinte. Cool. Och nö. Nicht schon wieder. I hate you all, guys. Oh nö, jetzt kommt der Vogelmann auch noch. Ja, ja. Ist ja gut. Ja. So, jetzt kann ich dann mal wieder nach hinten laufen, oder wie? Oh. Oh, was ist das noch? Boah, ist das fies. Ohne Scheiß jetzt. Also, da vorne sind... Ach, grüß dich. Oh, 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 oh. Die Waffe ist cool. Die hat so einen richtigen Bums dahinter. Und da sehe ich eine Manuskriptseite. Also diesmal ist der Weg nicht so sehr umsonst. Erstmal Vogelmann. Dann Manuskriptseite. Manuskript. Aber erst im nächsten Part. Bis bald. Tschüss.